Hi, welcome back to my channel. This is Jennifer Scrapping Cane. Today I'm sharing a lake kit layout, and I'm using a photo of my niece and her dad, my brother-in-law, that they went fishing. So they did catch a fish, so they are holding a fish in the photo. They're a catch and release, so they put it back in the pond when they were done taking a photo. And I have some of the clear stickers from Hobby Lobby that were in one of their kits. I have a few vintage, or yeah, vintage Lakeside by Simple Stories. And then these trees are from Dusty Attic, and they were chipboard. And what I did was I split them in half to give me a few more trees. This one here I actually broke when I was trying to pull it apart, but that's okay. It just adds to a little bit of character of the tree, since all the trees shouldn't be the same anyways. So it was okay, and I'm going to go ahead and use it anyways. So the papers I'm using, this is a close to my heart paper. It's a very thin paper. So I'm going to place it on top of this Simple Stories Lakeside paper. And I really like the plaid, but it was a little too much to use by itself. So I'm going to use the polka dot paper on top of it. This here is the trees. I painted some other trees on another layout, so I did cut part of the painting out. Once again, I'm using Shimmerz paint. I did put clear gesso on the trees before I started. I'm using pretty much the same greens that I've been using all along. Rita on the Rocks is the lighter, darker green. The bright green that you see is Honey-Do List. And then the brown is Penny for Your Thoughts, and the darker green is Emerald City. So, and again, if you just add a little bit of water to them if they need water, and then just mix them up. And I'm trying to just dip the brush in lightly, and then I do come back in with just a little bit of water every once in a while, just to mix it around a little bit more to make it lighter and darker. So I'm done with the trees. You can see them over to the side. They're already drying. I tore this paper to place around on the plaid paper, and I wanted it to go in between the brown lines. And up to the left, right there, I'm going to fold that side down. And I actually should have probably tore the paper a little bit up there a little bit more, but it's okay. It's a rough, rugged layout, so it's okay if it's not even and straight. Um, I'm okay with it. So I used my stapler to staple that down. And then I'm going to add this little piece here of the close to my heart paper to the back side where the piece folds over. So I just like that little bit of look, and it also reveals a little dragonfly up there at the top, or two little, or actually a butterfly and a dragonfly. But the background paper of this paper I would never use by itself, but the plaid I definitely liked. So here I have the photo already put into the frame, and the chipboard frame is from Simple Stories. And then the title is Catch of the Day. I went to put play foam on it and then realized, wait, I don't need play foam all across it because I'm going to add the trees behind it. So the trees will give it enough little something behind it to keep it from falling, in the layout or getting a dent on it later on when you place it in the album with the other page next to it. So I'm going to use liquid glue to glue the trees down and just start placing the trees. I didn't want to put the photo down just yet since I knew I was going to be tucking things in. I fight with this title in this little hat that I wanted to put on the word catch. At first I lay the play foam, and then I think I'm going to glue it down, but I'm like, duh, you can't glue the hat down yet. The title in the frame isn't even attached to the paper yet. And then this sticker, I was trying to get it to go underneath the title. You can see it's almost stuck to the wrong place, but I was able to peel it back up. And that's just a fishing vest. And my brother-in-law fishes all the time. So he has, as you can see in the photo, he's wearing a fishing hat. Usually he has his fishing vest on too. But probably since this one was just with his daughter, he didn't have all of his fishing gear on. but I just thought it was something cute to add to the layout. So I'm going to tuck in a couple of trees over here. I tucked in the net behind it. The net had big catch or something on it. I just tucked it in where you couldn't see the words. Since it's a clear sticker, it needed to go on a flat surface. I'm going to fight with this tree here and get it to go behind the frame. I'll go ahead and glue it down, and then I'll bring the frame back in. And I did cut the tree so that, you know, the part that's tucked onto the frame, since I already had the play foam in place, I didn't need that part of the tree, so I just trimmed it off. And since they're chipboard, they're pretty easy to trim. Plus, I've tore them in half, so they're half the thickness that they normally would be. And that just gave me a few more chipboard trees, so it worked for me. You know, and they're still a good thickness. They're not, you know, super thin, but they're not super thick. So I actually like that. I peel chipboard all the time to make it a little bit thinner. So the trees peeling those was kind of a good idea. I kind of wish I would have peeled the other ones I used on the other layout. But oh well, already done. I'm going to lay this tree over this other tree just to add a little extra over there. And then I'll place the hat back over here on catch. And then I will use liquid glue and the ATG to put down the title and the frame. And I'm actually almost done. This was a pretty quick layout with the exception of me fighting with embellishments and painting the trees. That probably took the longest in getting just the design, I guess. I'm going to put a little lure over here on the vest, and then I put a lure on the fishing pole that I placed in the background. And then over here, I put a larger lure along with these fish that are the foam from Simple Stories. That was from the title package that I had. And then I think I'm going to go digging. Yep, I'm digging for sequins. I cleaned up my desk and I actually put the sequins away, and then I was like, oh wait, I need the sequins. So I'm just pulling out the same ones I've been using for the lake kit, which is Hold My Hand and Rusted Fence, Rusted Fence. And it has the orange and browns in it, and then the other one has greens and like a lighter cream color. I'm not going to use the aqua color that's in there just because I don't have that color really on the layout at all. I will add a little bit of journaling at the top of the photo. My sister had posted it on Facebook and there was a little bit of journaling with it, so I'll probably just use what she posted on Facebook as my journaling up at the top above the photo. And then I'll probably put the year down below on catch of the day, and that I'll probably put in blue because his shirt is blue, so I'll probably add just a little bit more blue around the layout, but not much. So here I'm just adding the sequins, and again, if you want to pick up any sequins from Spiegelmom Scraps, you can use my code Jennifer15 and save 15% on any of the sequins in the shop. And I believe that is all I do on this layout, and I really like the way that it turned out for being, like I said, the Hobby Lobby products, the ephemera pieces. I didn't really use any of the papers from that kit on this layout. And then the Close to My Heart thinner paper along with the Simple Stories paper made it perfect. It's not, you know, too thick and it's not too thin. So there's some close-ups, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!